My name is Kanika. I've scored All India rank 64 in UPSC Civil Services Examination 21. I hail from Haryana, born and brought up there. I've done my schooling from Haryana itself, and thereafter I've done my graduation in Mathematics Honours from Delhi University. Post that, I started preparing for civil services. For 2 consecutive attempts, I couldn't clear the preliminary stage. After that, I did a Young India Fellowship from Ashoka University, and after that, I did a government job in Ministry of Home Affairs for like 2.5 years. This was my 4th attempt. See, this is what I say. Initially, when I started preparing for this exam, I felt that I was very naive. I came out of that college ka scenario where you read 2 books and you just write the exam and you score very good. So I was academically very good. So मेरे को लगता है I was a little overconfident with this, with respect to this exam, and therefore initially I did not understand the nitty-gritties, the demand of the exam. So once then I decided to take a break. That break which I took of like I would say 2 to 3 years, that helped me gain a lot of maturity. I went to Ashoka University, did postgraduate diploma in liberal studies it is. So with that I got exposure to lot many subjects, lot many people from so many diverse backgrounds. Then I did a government job for 2 years. In that job, I realized like how necessarily I wanted to pursue civil services and not that job. So that was my trigger point. So that kind of maturity, that kind of diversity of thought which I gained because of that break which I took, and because of the diverse background, having pursuing from mathematics to then social arts, social studies and all. So yes, diversity helps you with this exam because the exam is about diversity. Prelims was my, with respect to the exam in particular, then prelims was my weakest area. I couldn't clear 3 attempts of, in the beginning. And to make it more clear and that way, I'll tell you, in my 3rd prelims, I was nowhere even close to the cutoff. I scored around 67 marks, 67 marks in prelims, when the cutoff was I think 92 marks. So yeah, from there to this attempt where I went on clearing all the 3 stages. So with respect to the exam, my prelims was my weak area. My writing skills were good, so I don't very often, I won't tell my strategy on public platforms, and because people might idealize it, but I'll tell you again, my writing skills were good, so that helped me score good marks in essay. So mains was, now I can say mains was a cakewalk for me because I've scored very good in written total. With respect to the exam, yes, this was the thing, but otherwise, when you're in so many years of preparation, it is not just the exam which becomes difficult, it is your personal life. You start comparing yourself with other friends. All my friends, like, they excelled in their career. Many of them went outside, they're doing fine jobs. So I got isolated, but then when your priorities are set, your social circle, friends, थोड़ा सा फैमिली से भी थोड़ा हो जाता है कट ऑफ, तो ये सब तो होता रहता है, but then you keep studying. So to all the aspirants that I want to convey this, जो आपका strategy है, keep following that strategy. Whatever I'm saying might not work for you, whatever others are saying might not work for you. Hang in there. Exam को repeatedly previous year questions करो and make a unique strategy for yourself. This was also one of my problems. Why? Because initially, like I told you, I did not have that kind of maturity. My friends used to tell me some strategy of their own. मैं उसको copy करती थी, and I couldn't actually copy it. मैं वहाँ partially कहीं रह जाती थी. So that did not work for me. So yeah.
So prelims?
So in my 4th prelims, I scored like much more than the cutoff. And in my 3rd prelims, I've told you my marks. So if you ask me tell me one thing, I'll tell you that one thing, I solved more than 10,000 questions. I solved previous year questions. That is a must. वो तो Bible की तरह you should learn. कि सामने अगर you get a question, you should know कि ये उस year में आया था. I did that. In my earlier attempts also, I used to do previous year questions, but like I used to do कि बस कर लिया. I did them twice or thrice, but no. In fourth attempt, I like wholeheartedly I analyzed what are the important topics and like that. Almost all the like I won't suggest that you do it, but I think 2 to 3, 4 major coaching institutes, उन सब का test series I picked up and I did all the questions. So my strategy or my way of doing the questions or the mocks was different. Still, I'm saying it was different. Why? Because I didn't like if I've done I'm saying 10,000 questions. So I did not write those 100 tests. कि ऐसे लिख रही हूँ and मैं 5 years का I'm analyzing them. No. Weekly or twice a week I used to like write proper mocks. Otherwise I just used to keep doing questions. करते जा रहे हैं and then we are seeing the answers. We're doing it. After that was I see 10,000 questions is a lot. You cannot revise those questions. So my वो मेरा तो एक दिमाग में था कि these 10,000 questions should go into my notes. So I didn't read them again. I did not do any mock after like I did all the mocks only once, and after that mock I compiled my notes with all those. So that is the thing about prelims. ठीक है 10,000 मत करो आप 1,000 कर लो 4,000 कर लो, but that is the thing. Writing and doing questions will fetch you marks in prelims. I came in contact with this institute during my mock interviews. So Khan sir guided me like tremendously. He's a very simple man. You'll talk to him, he'll tell you on your face कि नहीं यहाँ पे दिक्कत आ रही है. So in my mock interview like which I gave and the DAF analysis session which I had with him, he was very true. He was very realistic. He will not tell you superficial things, and he very particularly told me कि नहीं, you 1, 2, 3 things you're doing wrong with your mock interview, otherwise you have a good personality, etc. So that way I'm very grateful that Khan sir guided me and the entire group of KSG. Even the after support that I got, it was very good. So this is what you need. That somebody on your face will tell you कि नहीं Kanika or whoever, like you are doing 1 and 2 and 3 things you're doing wrong. Like he particularly told me that there are certain topics which are very touchy to the people, It is fine that you do not pick them up in the actual interview. It is fine that if you do not, go near religion or caste. It is fine to know that. One should know the realities of these papers, and he was very helpful in guiding me for that. And yeah.